Good morning. It is Let It Go and Let It Grow for this foggy day. And it is Thursday, April, 16th, 2026. So today's Let It Go card is Justice. Justice is balance, truth, and accountability. It is a Libra card, obviously, with the scales of justice, which is an air sign. And you can see her holding the sword there. I love how there's the dual picture of her as well, holding even herself into that balance. Release harsh judgments and inner criticisms of yourself. That would be that overthinking, that inner voice where she's holding a sword and being an air sign. It's going to be a lot about the mental stuff. So this is asking you to release that looping thoughts of lack of self-worth, the I can't, the you're not good enough. It's all about those solar plexus energies of not feeling like you're enough. You're going to want to let those go and realize that you are who you are meant to be. Let go of needing everything to be done perfectly fair. We have that saying, life's not fair, and honestly, weirdly, it's not meant to be, because if it was, everybody would always get everything that they're looking for. Therefore, there would actually be no growth. You'd have everything at your disposal whenever you needed it. And we need these trials, we need these hard times for growth, for wisdom, for path, for spiritual awakening. Even though they can be extremely difficult at the time, these are the things that build us. These are the things that shape us as we walk through that fire of life. These are the things that give us the ability to shine our light and continue us on our journey of self-knowledge. So they might not be the easiest thing, but know that everything doesn't always need to be perfectly fair either, because you need to expand yourself. You need that growth. Drop over-analyzing decisions to exhaustion. When you make a decision and you do something, there might be some back and forth. Should I have done it this way or should I have done it that way? But I know myself personally, I still judge myself on decisions I made when I was like 20. I'll be 57 this year. Honest to God, let that go. There's nothing you can do about it anyway. You know, when you hear about when you are sitting in your car and you look in the rear view mirror, the reason why it's so small is because you're not going in that direction. There's no need to look backwards. We tend to beat ourselves up, and I think a lot of that has to do with our nervous system trying to recalibrate and make things sometimes even right in our heads to soothe that nervous system. And that can go way, way back to deep-seated trauma. Think of the decisions that you've made in the past. There's nothing that you can do about them. Be fair and just to you about that. Stop carrying guilt that no longer serves you. Once again, if things have happened in the past, you can't go back and change it. So come to peace with it. There's a prayer you can do. It's Hawaiian. It's called Ho'oponopono. I work with it a fair amount. And it is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. And this is about that self-forgiveness. When you forgive yourself, you set yourself free. And this is a true feeling of that. Not like, oh, I forgive myself. This is really sink into that heart-centered space and forgive yourself. You were coming at your life at that particular time from the knowledge you had. Please be gentle with yourself and realize that that knowledge would have been a catalyst to your growth as well. Once again, putting you on the trajectory of the path that you are now and the growth that you are feeling. Allow truth without punishing yourself. You know, sometimes you get the hard truths, and if you get smacked in the face with the truth, just sit with it, but sit with it without punishing, without that judgment of self. Just sit there and feel the feelings, and don't go into grief, don't go into regret, but take it as a lesson, take it for what it is. And if it's something that makes you uncomfortable, you're not going to repeat it again. So you're going to move forward in your life in a different direction. For the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, the mind seeks that balance. Air being, once again, about the mental house. But perfection is not the goal. We don't live a perfect life. We're not in a perfect world. We're not striving for absolute perfection. We're striving for comfort. We're striving for enlightenment for ourselves in this path. Truth with compassion is where it's at. Be compassionate with yourself. The Let It Grow card today is Judgment. This is a fire sign coming into Sagittarius. It is awakening, rebirth, and your higher calling. Grow into awakening and your self-realization. Take the knowledge that you've gotten through justice and let that grow through you in self-realization and self-growth. Answer the call towards your higher path. You can see here, she is, and I love it with these cards because as I've said before, when I see white or these specters, it is like you're dealing with that spirit. She's acknowledging that spirit is needing a bit of attention and she needs to answer that call to that higher power. Release the past and rise into a new version of yourself, coming back into that. Don't judge yourself for things that have gone on, and don't overanalyze your past path. You needed it to grow. This is about rise above the version of yourself and trust the process of rebirth and transformation. Everything happens for us to expand and grow and move forward in life. And though it can seem sometimes like it's such a burden and you don't know how you're going to get through it, you grow around it. Your nervous system over time recalibrates, and if you take care of yourself and can drop into that state of self-care, self-love, self-compassion, that is one of the biggest gifts you can give yourself, along with that forgiveness, because you're actually able to help yourself move forward in life and step fully into your purpose. Ask for guidance for what that is. I'm 57 years old. I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up, right? I love what I do. I love working with my clients. I love being with people. So that's a big part of my journey, but it's not the full journey. And I'm still excited to see how that's going to unfold for me. Step fully into that purpose, but ask for that guidance if you need it. And that can come into the mental clarity as well, the balancing of things out. Don't overly analyze the past decisions if it didn't work out for you, but ask for that guidance now so you can step fully into alignment and fully into yourself. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is an activation energy. Wands, it's active. It's going forward, propelling forward. So it's a forward motion. And you're being called forward. This is not a time for you to stay small. It's asking you to realize in this rebirth process that you are going to expand and grow. So the message for today is release the judgment and then answer that call. You are not here to stay where you were. Once again, you're not the same person you were yesterday, so you're not meant to stay where you were. You're here to rise above. You can see that there, rising above herself, and become and rise into who you are actually becoming. Where are you being too hard on yourself right now? And where is life calling you to rise into something more for yourself? That is the reading for today. And I am going to choose, I am using the Healing Spirits deck today. And what do we get here? We have You Came to Serve, same card as yesterday. This is another beautiful reminder and call out to who are you serving? How are you serving? And are you serving your own needs as well? You can serve others, but you can't pour from an empty cup. You are here to serve yourself first, to make sure your own needs are taken care of before you step up and help others. But it's once again that you are here to help. You are here to serve the greater collective. You might be here to serve them through holistic means. You might be here to serve them through their own awakenings. You might be here to serve them through being a mom, a partner, father. You're here to serve, if you own a store, your clients. You're here to serve people. And even if you're in a job that you're not necessarily fond of, realize the greater picture. These energy connections, these serving and helping of others is rewarding. Something that you say to them in a day, whether it's in an office or a client on the phone or something like that, could be exactly what they needed to hear. And you can see the transference of energy there from one to the other. Either they're looking down or looking up, and it doesn't matter which way the direction of the energy is going, because they're here to serve each other. One is serving the other. And I absolutely love this card, and it's super cool that it came up 2 days in a row. That is it for today. You have a glorificus day, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.